Hello, hello, and welcome to Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live. I am psyched to be back with a new crossword. Very sorry for the somewhat late start today. I had a brief technical hiccup, but we're all here, and it seems like my same friends stuck it out with me. Scav is here saying hi, Jessica saying good morning. AJ and Sella are pumped for a crossword. The Troublemaker herself is in chat. We got Beth saying hi, and Tina. Charlie says, "Oh, thank goodness." That was almost. AJ said, "Jack, you scared me. I thought it was broken again." No, we're good. It was a small thing, and it's all sorted. We got Letition back on Twitch, and Zach on Facebook, Lucy on YouTube, cross-platform hello, Warthog saying yo. Okay, should we get started here? What do we think? We're gonna be solving. Warthog is saying yo in 3 different ways. We're gonna be solving today's LA Times crossword. So it's a Thursday puzzle. We already have 2 guesses going on from Sella, an Apple user, for one across. So why don't we dive right in? We have time to make up. Tiffs, yeah, Tiffs at one across, spats, and Sella says snafu, which I guess a tiff is kind of a snafu of a sort. I don't like that snafu isn't plural and tiffs is plural. So I'm a little hesitant about that. I think spat, yeah, and Beth is saying oops, didn't mean to go there. Although I know 61 down now. Beth is saying argue, but again, the part of speech of the clue tends to match the part of speech of the answer. So argue is a verb, and tiffs is a noun. So I don't think argue is going to do it either. I like what Felicious is suggesting. And Lay and Logician could not help themselves. When I flashed 61 down on screen for 1 second, people are already answering that. Yeah, so 61 down. We'll get there eventually. I like spats. Let's try it. RC likes spats. Lucy knows Sri Lanka as well. Everyone, we have a real eagle-eyed chat. Okay. Chloe Feynman's show familiarly. I know who Chloe Feynman is. Anyone else know? Hello, Floss. How you doing? Yeah, I always have to be careful. Just even like the slightest misclick, and I go back, and chat is like, I got it. I see a lot of question marks in chat, which is telling me that people don't. Yeah, Lay doesn't know who Chloe Feynman is. Dad Not Dude seems to, and Floss seems to. Yeah, Saturday Night Live. Chloe Feynman, I think, has been a staple for many years now. She's very funny. Saturday Night Live, typically, yeah, familiarly called SNL. So I'm happy with that, as is Amy and Apple user. Okay. N13R says, I'm too stupid for this. I reject that entirely. We get people saying that, and then they always participate. They always get the right answers. I think if you are just beginning on crosswords, they can make you feel stupid, but like it's more about experience than intelligence, honestly. If you solve a bunch of crosswords, if you stick with us, you will be feeling smart in no time, I promise. Devvox is here, and Larry both saying poi. Yeah, a luau dish is poi. I think it's made of taro, a root vegetable, and it's a Hawaiian specialty. I have never had it. RC says, some of us prefer the first SNL cast. Look, I'm not going to debate you. I think early SNL casts were pretty legendary. Hobbs is here saying hey to everybody. Yeah, Arkadium said it right. There's no such thing as being too stupid for this. We're all here to learn and help each other solve it. Exactly right. We got Oswald back, and someone called This Account Sucks, and Methods all saying Alf. Yeah, fuzzy 1980s sitcom character, yeah. I never watched Alf, but I'm aware of him. He somehow has cultural staying power. Jessica says poi is not my fave, and RC says taro has no flavor. So maybe I assume I'll try it when I go to Hawaii one day. Is it really? In quotes. Is it really? We got Petrea Burton and AJ and KG all saying, no lie? No lie? You're not lying to me? Is it really? Works nicely. Twist blank. Okay. Twist blank. I guess we only have 1 letter left, so I sort of understand what this is getting at. Although I think this would have been a hard clue if we didn't have any letters in place. Yeah, Rand and Felicius. Sella wants twist top, which is a thing, but if we're happy with no lie, then top is not going to fit. But Bam is offering up a different suggestion. N13 says, I have no clue how to do these. So you can see clues toward the middle of your screen. So every word and phrase in the puzzle has its own clue that's trying to hint you toward what the answer is. So twist blank is a twist tie in this case, which is a thing you use to, close up your loaf of bread or something after you've opened it. You have a twist tie to close it. That's an example of a clue. Here's another clue. Actress Ward. This is going to be the first name of an actress whose last name is Ward. Now you know how to do these. Okay, and Felicius is pointing out that we already have a word emerging at 17 across, likely our first theme answer of the day. So let's just polish off 5 down, and then we'll dive into the theme. Sella is all excited, saying Sela. Yeah. Sela Ward, nice one, Sella. And B. Browder is already guessing at 17 across, so why don't we check it out? Luke is also here saying Sela Ward. Okay, biology course content. And we have a question mark, which indicates you should not be reading this at face value. There's some kind of pun or wordplay going on. Biology course content. Yeah, I like what I'm seeing. Lucy and Logician, Jessica, Charlie, Dad Not Dude, Larry, all saying life lesson. Okay, so I think the joke here is that a life lesson is a thing, as we all age and get wiser, we learn life lessons. But this is reinterpreting the phrase as though it's actually part of a curriculum. Like life is the biology part and lesson is the course content part. So I get the joke. I wonder how we're going to, what 26 across is going to be. Is it all going to be like about biology? Is it all going to be about school? I'm not sure. Minnie's Minnie is here on YouTube reminding us all of how Vedart somehow had a premonition about geese in my last stream. And that was really remarkable. Baseball Tonight error. Yeah. I don't watch baseball, but even I know this one. As does RC and Barbara on Facebook. Yeah, writing ESPN. If it's 4 letters, starts with an E, and is about sports, it is likely ESPN. That's what I've learned. My years of crosswords. A life lesson for you. R-Dog says ESPN. Warthog says ESPN. Yeah, Vedart is the goose. Where is Vedart? I encouraged him to play the lottery last time I saw him, so maybe he's sipping a cocktail on a beach somewhere, eating poi. Strength. Strength at 20 across. You guys are good, as usual. Debbox and Petrea and AJ and Bam and Felicius and Logician and Sarah Beanie Bell all saying asset. Yeah, I guess your assets are your strengths. RC says baseball, the American pastime. Watch Ken Burns' documentary and you will appreciate the game. I don't doubt that. Ken Burns is a talented documentarian. And Super Jackson, too, was very quick on this one, as was Debvox and Tina Troublemaker and Jessica. Martini partner, yeah, Rossi. Martini and Rossi. They make vermouth, right? I think it's a brand of vermouth, which, yeah, Jessica giving me my emojis. Yeah, Willie is here saying Rossi. But how come the cocktail got named after Martini and not Rossi? That feels like he got robbed. Devbox is ordering hers on the rocks. Gym sets. Yeah, Flyboy agrees. On the rocks. Oops, not RK. Gym sets. Yeah, we got Charlie in chat. A new Charlie. We have 2 Charlies in chat. And Lucinda is back, saying reps. Yeah, Warthog and RC like that. Oh, on the rocks, that's the slogan, Devbox says. That's the slogan of Martini and Rossi. Yeah, gym sets, you do multiple reps. When you're doing like curls, for example, at the gym. Canvas stand at 7 down. Canvas stand. Yeah. Okay, Super Jackson 2 and Sarabini Bell are coming in. Willie says vermouth is a wormwood derivative like absinthe. That's an interesting little fact. Thank you. RC and Larry are saying easel. Yeah, canvas stand. Artist props up their canvas on an easel. I like that. Barbara got that on Facebook as well. Looking good. Pick. Logician says vermi means worm. Are you kidding me? So when we talk about wormwood, I know some alcohols are literally, you put a worm in a mezcal, for example. Is that what are we talking that kind of worm, or is it just a name of a type of wood? Now I'm feeling, yeah, Arkadium has gone ghostly white. S. Joe RD says photo. Yeah, pick is a photo. I like that answer. Apparently TikTok censors that word, which I find very strange. Waikiki home. Surprised there's no cross-cluing here with luau dish. I would think it would be tempting. We might as well look at 9 down as well. Phoenix Pro. Okay, more from my sports fans in chat. Okay. Someone named Olivia is here saying Oahu. Yeah. Oahu in Hawaii. And B. Browder and Tina and Charlie, Dad Not Dude, and Larry all saying Phoenix Suns. Phoenix Suns, I believe, a basketball team. All right, pretty smooth sailing so far. I'm going to check out 26, which I assume is a second themer. And that should really make it clear what's going on here. Aviation course content. Okay, so I think the theme today is that we're having puns that all end in this course content business. So if life lesson was biology course content, what is aviation course content? I already see an aviation-related word poking out here. RC giving me the basketball emoji from Phoenix Suns. I don't know why I love seeing the emojis, but they always make me smile. Jessica wants pilot lesson, but I don't think we're just going to repeat lesson in all the themers. Lucy guessing pilot skills? Maybe pilot exams? Luke Peterson is here saying pilot school. None of these feel like a lock to me, so maybe we check some crosses. We're all happy with pilot, though. Yeah, Hobbs wants pilot's exam. Yeah, well, let's get some more letters in there. Supermodel Banks. We got Scorpio here saying Tyra. Yeah, Tyra Banks. Very famous. And CJ is back, giving me Tyra Banks as well. And Sam is here. Okay, affirmative. You know what? Actually, there are multiple 3-letter ways that begin with Y to say affirmative. Calvin Nicholas got Tyra Banks. Nice. Affirmative could be yes, could be yeah, could be yep, could be yay. So I don't think there's much fruit to be picked here. 10 across it is. Pygmalion playwright. Georgina and Jill are weighing in. Amy Gal is hedging her bets and putting all varieties of yes. Oh, Rand gave me another one. Yup with a U. Yeah, it could have been yup. No. We need crosses for 30. We need the downs. I mean, Pygmalion. Who knows who wrote Pygmalion? My Olivia Pope Dorfner knows. Shaw. Yeah, that seems good. George Bernard Shaw. People know. People know what they're doing. Okay, 16 across. Here we come. Slim margin of victory. Slim margin of victory. Carlito wants 10 down. Okay, I'll look at 10 down. Maybe I'll let people guess 16 across, and then next one I'm looking at is 10 down. Yacht Club. So Charlie says edge. Yeah, if you edge someone out, that is a slim margin. Yacht Club says nose, which is another good guess, because you can win by a nose. Ooh, but Sam is saying hair. Wow, this is kind of like 30 across. There's so many possibilities. So, all right, we're taking Carlito's advice and looking at 10 down. Warm weather wear. Warm weather wear. It's still summer where I am. So presumably I am wearing these sometimes. Yeah, I have the same instincts that some of you have. Ooh, I like Charlie's guess though. Sun hat. I want that to be the answer. That's much more fun than what I was thinking. Georgina wants shorts. Yeah, Carlito and Warthog. Charlie says, oh, wait, I'm done. I don't think you're dumb at all. Sun hat is a great guess. I want you to be right. But Dad Not Dude and Calvin, yeah, more people are proposing shorts for 10 down. And something I like about it is that it works with one of the guesses we had for slim margin of victory. We didn't have any guesses that began with a U for sun hat, but we did have hair. So maybe, just maybe, we're making progress here. What do we think? 13 down? We can see if the WR works. With irony. Yakulub says, it's fun to guess words that fit, but are not the right answer. Fair enough. However you like to play is fine with me. Yeah, Warthog says sun hat is more picturesque. Yes, that's exactly how I was feeling about it. Ooh, bear down cat is here. Given a great answer for with irony. Lucy on YouTube also, and Ledition on Twitch, getting Riley. Wow. With irony, Riley, it does fit. Should we return to... Oh, Felicia's pointing out that shades could be 10 down. Warm weather wear, your sunglasses or your shades? Oh boy. I kind of want to return to 26 and see if we can make sense of it. What do we think? Aviation course content. Yeah, Olivia also pointing out that shirts, I guess you wear shirts. You kind of wear shirts in all seasons. Yeah, I like what I'm seeing in chat. Lucinda, RC, B. Browder, Carlito, and Scorpio all saying pilot study. Yes, that sounds great to me. Pilot study. And here's why. Because just like life lesson and pilot study, just like life lesson, pilot study has nothing to actually do with school. Sam followed us. Thank you, Sam. I think the theme here is going to be we take phrases that are just natural phrases and reinterpret them as though they're courses in school. So pilot study is like before you do a full-fledged experiment, you do it on a smaller group to see if the experiment has legs. It's just its own thing. It's not literally about studying. I guess it kind of is, but you know what I mean. And now we're talking about it as though it's a school class for pilots. Very nice. I like it. Japanese poem. Yeah, I think some people were guessing this because the U was concerning me for a second because not that many 5-letter words end in U, but at least one does. And it is a Japanese poem. Georgina and Warthog and Calvin all saying haiku. Yes, very nice. All right. And we might be making it out of this section. Slick. Oh, and this is the cursed section that TikTok doesn't like because the cluttered screen blocks it, so... Dory Meet Me followed us. Thank you so much. And Ria sent a gift. You guys are the best. Mia is writing oily. Yes, slick and oily. That looks good. Nice one, Mia. Felt unwell. Okay, we pretty much have this in place. And what's here? Nerdy 1990s sitcom character. Aha. We had another sitcom character. Yeah, fuzzy 1980s, and now we're up to the 1990s, and we've become nerdy. Iced honey oat latte is here telling me to feel unwell is to ale. Miniest Mini on YouTube knew that one as well. And I'm getting two different spellings. It seems like people don't remember how to spell Urkel. Is it a U or is it an E? I think it's a U, but 21 down should sort this out for us. Kelly Blue Book listing. E or U? Yeah, Carlito definitely thinks it's a U. Charlie says definitely U. Hobbs says it's U. All right, we're doing U. And Shan Lee is here, as well as Tina and Petrea and Jill and Larry, all saying used car. Nice entry. Yeah, the Blue Book is where you look up prices for used cars. Ria got that as well. Willie on YouTube got it. Very nice. And it was the simple yes after all, of all the ways to say affirmative. It was the simple yes, and Urkel is spelled with a U. So good work to anyone who knew that. Sweet. New section. Wide open space here. Engineered crops for short. Sam says, is the Blue Book an American thing? Maybe. I think it used to be at least a physical book where you could look up cars and what years they were made and what they would be worth today, in which condition. So it's how you price used cars. We got Kaylin and Carlito and Olivia and Hobbs all saying, and Lucy all saying GMOs, engineered crops for short. I like that. Yeah, genetically modified organisms are engineered crops. Carlito says it's like Zillow for cars. Yes, that was a much more efficient way of saying what I was trying to describe. I like that. Okay. Sales meeting visual aid. Sales meeting visual aid. CJ liked the live. Thank you, CJ. Okay. Yeah, decent agreement in chat. We got Ellie and Olivia and Sarah Jane all here, and Jill all saying graph. I like that. I'm picturing a sales meeting where someone is pointing at a graph with a big red line that's going up and to the right. Yeah, Lucinda gave me the emoji just in time. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Sales meeting visual aid. CJ followed us. Thank you. If anyone else is watching and doesn't follow, do consider it. It helps us continue the show. And we stream every day at noon Eastern time with a new crossword. It's always a good time. So if you follow us, it'll be easier to find us again next time. Wavy pattern. Wavy pattern. And Scott Alexander liked the live. Okay. Chat has just dried up when it comes to this wavy pattern. And Scab and Amy Gallo saying, this is a new word for me. We have one guest from Charlie Rollins. AJ's like, I trust Charlie. YouTube has also completely dried up. Wardog seconds Charlie. Georgina guesses murky, which is interesting. I don't know if it's a lock. RC says this is their father's name. I think, how do you say this? Moire? Shiwei is like Charlie has this. So Moire apparently is RC's father's name, which is cool. And Arkadium says the more the merrier. It's hilarious. Okay. Yes, this is a wavy pattern. It's like if you wear, it's like on shirts and stuff. It looks sort of like an optical illusion. Google it. Google it, you'll recognize it. Arrive on shore as clouds. Oh, and Arkadium coming in with a good definition. Scab is like, Arkadium's cheating. No, Arkadium is allowed to Google things. They're the only ones. Someone called TikToker is here. How'd you get that username? Roll in. Arrive on shore as clouds. Yeah, the clouds roll in. I like that image. Blair got that as well, as did Douglas Filler. Very nice. Many a karaoke favorite. Okay. Many a karaoke favorite. What do we think? I do support Googling once we already have the answer and we just want to learn more about it. It's Googling to get the answer that I just don't think we need it is really what it is. When we're all together, we do solve these. Douglas followed us. Thank you. Bear Down Cat says, yeah, an oldie but a goodie. I like that. Many a karaoke favorite is an oldie. What do we have here? 41 across. Hee-haw. Interesting. I would have thought yeehaw made a little more sense. Just a little more common, but I guess hee-haw is doable. Gone Girl is here saying oldie, and Willie on YouTube and Hobbs on YouTube saying oldie. Charlie always looking ahead in the theme has a really nice guess for 38, but we're not there quite yet. Okay. Jill says that hee-haw is a sound a donkey makes. Tina says it's an old TV show, as does Blair. Hee-haw is a TV show. Okay, that I just didn't know. Willie agrees. Sorry about that. Blake agrees. Everyone knows hee-haw. Jessica's like, raise your hand if you watched hee-haw. Okay, my hands are down at my sides because this is all going over my head. TikToker says it's Scottish for nothing. If you say hee-haw, that kind of means nothing when you're in Scotland. It's interesting. Croat or Serb. Blake and Lucinda are saying Slav. Yeah, one from Croatia or Serbia. That looks good. Douglas got that as well. Everyone's raising their hand now, making me feel left out. Method says it was in the 60s or 70s. A lot of older TV shows here. You know, we got the 80s, the 90s. Are we going to get a sitcom from the aughts? Actor Quinn. People know. Yeah, Scab says, I don't know who that is, but guess the right name anyway. Gone Girl is writing Aiden. Yeah, Aiden Quinn. I mostly know Aiden Quinn from that movie Practical Magic. I used to really like that movie. Sandra Bullock and God, just spacing on her name. I don't know why I'm spacing on her name, but apparently they are making a sequel. Warthog says that Hee Haw was a bucolic variety comedy show. Well, that sounds lovely. And Jill and Petrea Burton love Practical Magic as well. Okay. Basic training course content. So we have another course content, basic training. I think Charlie was right. Yeah, I think Charlie snagged this one. Private practice. Does it fit? It does fit. Very nice. Because basic training is what privates in the military go through, I think is the joke. So we're picturing a private practicing, studying, doing their lessons in school as part of their course content. Very nice. I like it. Lucy likes it. I need to catch up on chat. It's going fast for me. Let's see. Kidman, yeah, Dreamer. Nicole Kidman. I'm embarrassed that slipped out of my brain. Nicole Kidman was in Practical Magic. Yeah, and they are making a sequel with both actresses confirmed. Okay. And everyone also reminiscing about Hee Haw and leaving me out. Enraged. Miniest mini guesses in a rage, which does fit and fits the clue. I'm a little hesitant about it because it almost duplicates the word rage. Usually you don't duplicate a word in the clue and in the answer. And okay, technically enraged is not the same word as rage, but I feel like it's too close for comfort. I could be wrong. TikToker saying in anger. Kaylin says in a mood. So maybe we need, yeah, in anger it does look nice. Let's check this. Arial, Times New Roman, etc. Maybe we were all wrong. Arial, Times New Roman, etc. Because I feel like I know this. And yeah, Blar and TikToker and Petrea and Lucy and Minnie are all saying fonts. These are definitely fonts. Unless there's some kind of wordplay going on, which means in a something. In a fury, guesses Lucinda. In a fury. Yeah, Douglas likes that as well, as does RC. Oh, Jaluha guesses in a fuss. I guess that could work too. Fury is a little more rageful for me, so let's put it in now for now. And if we need to correct later, we will. I thought in anger was a great guess, by the way. London's big blank. All right. And I know we have some Brits in chat, so you guys better know this one. Someone named Makuta Tom has it. Scav giving me a flag emoji. Lucy and Miniest Mini and Ellie all saying Big Ben. Yes, Big Ben. Big Ben. Perfect. RC pointing out it's the bell, not the structure. Yes, Ben is the name for the bell, not the tower that it's a part of. B. Browder says, wasn't there a show called Private Practice? I'm pretty sure there was, but also it's just its own phrase. You know, you can have a private practice as a psychiatrist, for example. Choose. Yeah, Minnie and Blake and Ellie and Rand are all giving me opt. That looks good. And then only one letter left in this section suddenly. Talk Like a Pirate Day sounds. Wow. I can't remember when Talk Like a Pirate Day is. That's a thing. Oh, Callum is saying Private Practice is a Grey's Anatomy spinoff. Oh, really? Normally I'm up on the pop culture that comes through in the crossword, but I feel like this crossword's not on my wavelength pop culture-wise. Yeah, it's looking like this is ours. That's a bizarre clue answer pair. Ours. Talk Like a Pirate Day is a thing, Amy. I can't remember when it is. Arkadium is saying it's Friday, September 19th. Cheating again. Candyland surface. Okay, I guess was a board. Actually, not a very easy clue, because if I read this with no letters in place, I would have been trying to think back to, like, Molasses Swamp or Gumdrop Mountain or whatever those surfaces were in Candyland, but it's literally just the board game. All right, onward. AJ says technically Grey's Anatomy was the spinoff of Private Practice. Is that true? Go on the blank. Sam says go on the run. Scav says go on the lamb. Modad Jacob wants lamb, as does Ray and Warthog. Amy, ever careful Amy, is hedging with run and lamb. And RC is saying, how much does a pirate pay to get piercings? I don't know, RC, how much? Okay. We're split, so I'm doing the down. We're split between run and lamb. Cotton thread. Is this going to help? No, people insisting that Grey's Anatomy came first. Oh, Blake says $1 an ear. You pay for piercings, $1 an ear. $1 per ear, $1 an ear. Very nice. I like it. I was hoping for a groaner pun, and you delivered. Yeah, RC, very nice. Anyone know cotton thread? Yeah, we're getting linen. That seems right. I think Tina is groaning. Callum says that Grey's Anatomy dipped a bit in season 17, but they've introduced a new set of interns and it's better. Wow, 17 seasons. That is something. I definitely enjoyed Grey's Anatomy at the beginning, but it's hard to follow a show for that long. Sam says, what does go on the lamb? Oh, yeah. We got an L, so lamb is looking good. Go on the lamb, it means to become an outlaw, to run away. Basically, like run from the cops, I think. Run from law enforcement. You go on the lamb. Big Johnster likes lamb as well. Yeah, go into hiding, as B. Browder says. Earn a perfect exam grade. Earn a perfect exam grade. It's actually a very appropriate entry for this crossword that's all about school. Georgina and Ray. Sam says, what comes first, Grey's Anatomy finishing or I cash my pension? I'm 24. That's a toss-up, Sam. I think season 90 is when Grey's Anatomy is going to really pick up. Felicious and K.A. Jones and Barbara and Lucy are all saying, ace it, earn a perfect grade. Yeah, you ace it. Minnie asking me to repeat the description of Gone the Lamb because the sound was off. Gone the Lamb means to like run from law enforcement. So if the feds are hunting you and you go on the lam to dodge them. That's at least my understanding of the phrase. Okay. Statistical averages. Yeah, fleeing. Thank you. Felicious. I go on for 2 sentences, and Felicious just gives a one-word definition of on the lam. It means fleeing, exactly. Ellie followed us. Thank you, Ellie. Yeah, Rand and Ray and Ellie, our newest follower, I'll say means, statistical averages. Yeah, the mean. Lid likes mean. Looking good. Furry companions, huh? Ants are not furry, nor companions. I'm a little disturbed. Lucinda says, this is for you, Jack. Show those math skills. Yeah, Lucinda knows I'm a math person in my other life. And statistical averages. I know my means, Lucinda. Thank you. And Callum followed us. Let's see. Wow, Blake giving me a real groaner on means and medians and modes. My mode is meaner than average. What's going wrong here? I think we have an error. Okay, and warthog, so hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up. Linen we think is wrong. On the lamb was good though. Jill says linen should be Lyle. Ah, wow. Lyle. That's a much harder cotton thread to think of. I pretty much only know this from crosswords. I don't really know what Lyle is, I'm going to confess. And then pets is a much cuter answer for furry companions. I like pets. And let's see, the other crosses are making sense. Good. I feel good. Thank you for correcting that. Oof. Sailing. Okay. Yeah, Ray and Ria all both saying at sea. If you're sailing, you're at sea. Makes sense. And TT looks weird, but I actually think I know what this is going to be. Roof option for a classic Corvette. Yes. Blake is saying that the sound and video are out of sync. Is that true? Is that afflicting everybody? I don't like to hear that. Oh no, AJ says it's all for me too. Why? I wonder if it has to do with the issue I was having earlier. Trying to think of what I can do. Half a second, says Charlie. Mostly fine, but glitches a bit. Darn it, sorry about this. T-Top, multiple people are telling me for Corvette. And Josh of the Dune films. Okay. I feel like the references are getting more modern as we move down the grid. Callum says it's a little off, but not major. Oh, let's see. I just made one little change. Joluha says Thanos, which is great, yeah. Josh Brolin plays Thanos, but not in the Doom films. Those are the Marvel films. Okay. Brolin of the Goonies, Modad Jacob points out. AJ says, just stare into Jack's eyes and not his mouth. Dave Miller followed us. Thank you. Yeah, what about now? Does this look less disturbing? Okay, the only thing I can think to do to really fix this is to like end the stream and restart it, but I'm a little nervous about losing a bunch of you guys. Best New Artist Grammy winner, Lipa. I don't think this has happened before. Lid says Dua Lipa. Crowded Isolation is here saying Dua Lipa. Arkadium says, hey all, let's pretend Jack is being dubbed. Lucinda says, we'll live with it, Jack. Thank you, Lucinda. AJ says, don't stress about it, Jack. We'll be fine. Rios is not a big deal. All right. You guys are making me feel better. Thank you. Pond Hopper. Jalua says, I just won't look at you. Please don't be offended. It's all right. I understand. RC's asking me to get out a mask from the COVID era. Yeah, the emojis are coming out here. Toad. Pond Hopper is a toad. Looks great. Ooh, here's the moment in the stream where I want to look at the theme answer when we realistically do not have enough letters in place, but I can't help myself. Government course content. Okay. So far we have lesson, study, and practice. I don't expect to reuse any of these. George is here! George has missed me and calls me cool guy every time he joins. Welcome back, George. The big twist is that George is actually the cool guy. And George, unfortunately, my audio videos seem to be unsynced this time. And Gone Girl just followed us. Thank you. And Jaluha just followed us. Okay, government course content. Where are we on this? Some people saying jury duty. Callum says board exam. Juror duties. Interesting. Lid followed us? Okay. George says, I've been a very busy guy. I've been at Sailing Academy for a couple weeks. That's cool. Well, this theme is all about unusual academies, George. So you came to the right stream. Ooh. Okay. We have actually a lot of good guesses in place. So let's look. Yeah, user 88 is asking for 46 down. I think that's a good idea. Although some chats are starting to converge, I actually think that Charlie, Scav, and Lucy are really onto something here. Yeah, Amy likes it too. Okay, but a piano part, a pedal does look good. Piano pedal. And Jessica says power drill is so good. Yeah, power drill is the guess I've been seeing. Government course content. I guess a drill is like, you study, you do your practice, you do your lessons and your drills. And then government is all about power. But then, of course, a power drill is also just a normal home tool. So I really like this. AJ's like, I like watching them cook. They always figure it out. Yeah, Scav and Charlie are an unstoppable force. Oh, apparently Rand said drill first, and Charlie is crediting Rand for actually unlocking that one. Lucy on YouTube got it on her own. Very good one. Nebraska city with 4 Fortune 500 companies. Interesting. Tax F3 is saying Omaha. I can't think of one Fortune 500 company in Omaha. I mean, it's obviously in Nebraska City. Oh, Berkshire Hathaway. Warren Buffett is based in Omaha. I remember that. But I can't think of 3 more. That's actually surprising. Okay, success is counted sweetest, poet Dickinson. Sam says, what does everyone do? Speaking of unusual academies, I'm a baker. That's awesome. That's a very cool job. I do this, Sam. I do this. I also make puzzles for a newsletter. And I write a column about math and math puzzles. Emily Dickinson is definitely the poet who said this. Scav said, is her poetry usually depressing, though? I want to read it. You might be thinking of Sylvia Plath. Sylvia Plath's poetry is depressing. Sam says, make puzzles? Come on, that's very cool. Thank you. George certainly thinks it's cool. George thinks I'm a cool guy. And George does competitive sailing and rowing. AJ says, I manage clinical trials for new medications. Do you do pilot studies, AJ? Okay. I'm getting sidetracked by everyone's interesting careers. Toddlers pop. Yeah, multiple crowded isolation is saying dada. Yeah, the pop of a child. Good. Let's see. Mike Vikstrom is back. Where are we? Petrea is a retired teacher. And oh, Mutual. B. Browder says Mutual is based in Omaha. Okay. And catching up. And George is very excited about nautical greeting because he's a sailor. Ahoy. Yes. Ahoy looks good. Pixie's back. Black Blank, Marvel film directed by Kate Shortland. Good. Sure people know this. And Airport Snags, we basically have this one in place. I'll look at the last entry as well. Statutes. Statutes. Yeah, Lucas Carter knows Black Widow. And statutes are laws, and airport snags are delays. Great. One themer left. Bird's Perch. RC is guessing that Kellogg's might be based in Omaha. Bird's Perch. Mike Vikstrom and Pixie say Roost. I like that. Yeah, Roost looks good. Oh, you know what's happening to me right now. I'm feeling tempted to look at 57 across. Like once we know the theme and we're kind of in the rhythm of it, I always like I just want to try to guess it with no. And people got Power Drill. All right, the temptation is overwhelming. I'm doing it. Sports management course content. Georgina and Charlie are enablers. Sports management course content. Okay. Charlie gets in golf course, which is a good idea, but I really don't think they're going to repeat course when course is in all of these clues. I would be surprised if it were golf course, Charlie. Although Scav and AJ, I'm disagreeing with some strong crossword solvers. User 88 says power play, which is interesting. Power play. Play doesn't feel as much of a school thing, though, as drill and practice and study and lesson. Also doesn't quite fit, and we've used power in power drill, so I don't think it's going to be power play either. All right. See, this is why I don't do this. It's too hard. But then every once in a while, when we actually pull it out, it feels like a miracle, you know? Okay, I'm going to linger on it for one more sec. Okay, 5 more seconds, and then move on. Felicius and Charlie are both saying coach something. Yeah, Floss. Warthog's like, we'll get it. Coach. So sports management and coach. I definitely like that. Coach. So we want a normal phrase. I think this is teamwork. I think Kylie just completed. Yeah. Modad Jacob. I actually think we pulled it out. This works. Coach class. Look at that. Coach class is a thing. It's like an economy ticket. You know, it's not business class. It's not first class. And it works with the theme, you know, class, drill, practice, study, lesson, and coaches, sports management. Very nice. Good. That was total teamwork. Some people got the coach part. Some people got the class part. Glue it all together, and we make miracles happen. I'm very pleased with this. Very pleased. Arkadium says, hive mind strikes again. Exactly. Charlie says, wouldn't have gotten that for ages. Yeah, that's why we need to all get together. Lucinda says, many hands make light work. Everyone deserves a pat on the back for that one. Okay. Op blank footnote abbreviation. Anyone know their bibliographical terms? Maybe not. 50 down? Yeah, I think there's a Mazile. There's Mazile. Opsit. I've definitely seen this before. I've never used it in a bibliography. I think it means like citing something you've already cited before, something like that. Puerto Rico, for example. Okay, now it feels like we're in the home stretch. Coach class is really unlocking both of these sections for us. RC says, I'm very familiar with Coach. I know nothing about business class. Yeah, Kylie is saying aisle. I think that works. And what's this now? Oh, texters bye for now. Is this still a thing? Are the kids still texting this? I definitely texted this plenty in my youth. Maybe a little bit today, too. Yeah, Scav and Charlie and Amy and Petrea are all saying TTYL, talk to you later. Bye for now. Crowded isolation, and Sam and Mike also getting that. Cool. All right, Sophia Loren's birthplace. Next to nearby. This looks a little iffy, doesn't it? This looks a little iffy. Yeah, Mike and Lucy. I think we have multiple Lucys. And Amy saying Italy. Sophia Loren's birthplace. That seems good. And I think we have Puerto Rico is an isla. Island in Spanish, because they speak Spanish in Puerto Rico. Isla and local makes sense for nearby. Very good. Okay. Let's check 45 down. Gross. Yeah, Italy and local divination is given me. Amy Gal says, is Isla Spanish for isle? It is, or island, I think. Willie got that on YouTube. Some people saying blah and some people saying bleh for this one. I prefer bleh because blah to me isn't exactly gross. It's more like boring. Bleh, I think, is something that you say. Minnie is saying blah, which I've straight up never heard. So cross it is. Great Plains people. Kylie says, boo, they should have said por ejemplo. Yeah, that would have really brought it home. I would have liked that. Anyone know of a Native American tribe that can fit here? Oh, Vedard is here. Says, I'm so late. The Mini says, hello, Goose King. Vedard, how do you feel about being known as the Goose King from now on? Yeah, it's the Otos are the Great Plains people. That works nicely with bleh for gross. And just like that, we have one corner left. One corner left in this crossword. Arkadium says, the goose is loose. Shoe. Shoe. Next to... Yeah, I think Minnie is right. Scat is a way to say, like, get out of here. Shoo, scat, get lost. I think that looks good. Baton Rouge School. If you know where Baton Rouge is. Yeah, Willie got scat as well. Looks good. Okay. Home stretch here. Let's make it count. Mike Vikstrom saying LSU, Louisiana State University. That makes perfect sense to me. Layla and Ray Ray. Close behind, getting that as well. Very nice. Colony insect. Wow. I was almost about to put this entry in at 52 across. Now I'm very glad I didn't. That would have been a confusing moment. Yeah, I like what Layla and Calvin and Carlito are saying. Ant. Ants live in colonies. Oh, I'm getting a bunch of ant emojis too. Coops for Fun is here as well, and Not Samwit says Ant. And Vedart, coming in late, but still contributing. I like to see it. Complete collection, right next to... Oh, 61 down, I forgot. We already got this one. We already got this one. Complete collection. Yeah. I accidentally looked at 61 down when we were at 1 across. Like, straight up, I went from the first entry in the puzzle to the very last, and everyone was answering it. Yes, Sri Lanka is the country. And it's looking like a complete collection will be a set if you get the whole collection. Let's make sure the crosses work. Ed of Lou Grant is Ed Asner. And Tutti Frutti, yes, these all work. So I'm going to type this in. Can I get a drum roll? Are we going to get the confetti today? And while I have you all hostage, let me encourage you to follow us like Kylie just did. Follow us if you don't already. We stream every day at noon Eastern time. So also join us again tomorrow and the next day and the next day. We love to have you guys. I'm putting in a T and seeing what comes. Yes, confetti it is. Very nice. Crowded Isolation followed us. That was fun. I liked this theme. It was kind of just light puns. I'm actually impressed how many words there are for studying that also have another meaning, you know? Lesson, study, practice, drill, and class are all very much like school-related terms, and they're all sort of reimagined in these phrases. It was a pleasant, punny theme. I enjoyed it. I always have fun solving these with you guys. Please join us again tomorrow. Let's see, tomorrow's Friday. Amay will be with you, and then I'll be back over the weekend. And it's gonna be a good time. Saturday, my next stream is Saturday. We will be doing another Saturday Stumper, so if you're into those, definitely show up. And everyone, bring the same fun energy for a Maze stream tomorrow. And in the meantime, check out Arkadium.com because they put out awesome crosswords like this one, tons of other games as well. So you will not be bored if you go to Arkadium. And apologies for being a little late today, and that might have caused some of the audio-visual stuff, so that should be sorted out soon.